Well, I'm starting to chop out the dovetails now, so we've got Beethoven's Ninth choral going on in the background there. We'll zoom in here so you can see a little bit of what I'm doing. So after laying them out and sawing them, these are of course the sides, so they're tails. And I've always done tails first. So I'm just putting the chisel in the marking gauge groove that we put on in the beginning. And these look like the front ones because they're 5/8 of an inch long. And I always put them in here at an angle like that so it leaves a shoulder there for when we turn it over. And you can use the widest chisel that you have that fits. My block fell out. Oops, that split out. Not my fault. We'll have to use some super glue to replace that little piece that fell out there. And now for the other side. Well, I just chopped out the half-blind dovetails here. It's just slower, a lot slower than doing the tails. So we'll give it a try. We got a 1 here. And the number 1 over here. We'll see how good we did. Well, it went on. It's pretty good. Let's see how the other side fits. This one's tighter than the other side, I can tell you that. There we are. So we're all set. I had done the back earlier. And I actually had them on here once. So they'll fit. So we're done with the dovetailing, so now I got to make the bottoms. So we got to put a groove in all along the bottom here, and I'll actually cut the back off at a 1/2 inch so that you can slip them in. So now I've got to glue up some pine and bevel it so that it fits into those grooves. Well, I forgot to do some filming when I was making the drawer bottoms. But what I did was, of course, put the 1/4 inch slot in to the sides and in the front, and cut off a 1/2 inch here across the back. So then I had milled the 1/2 inch pine and glued it together so that it was wide this way. You can see the grain running this direction. And to get it to slip into those grooves, I had to put a bevel on it. And so you'll have to, I'm out of the wood for the bottom, so you'll have to imagine a little bit that this is one of the bottoms here. But it's not. This has the grain running the wrong direction. But I've got a bit here that puts a bevel on a drawer bottom. So what I'm going to do is just show you how I did that. So we got to have a little cleanup here to do on the bottom, but you can see it puts a nice bevel across the bottom of it. And we only do it on 3 sides because the back, of course, is just nailed. Time to glue up the drawers here. And I'm using high glue. Well, I've finished gluing up and assembling the drawers. We've got them over here, and they came out quite nice. So we've got our bottoms in, and they're nailed in the back, and I've got them sanded to 150, which is about all I'll ever do with the drawer sides. But I did make a mistake. I've decided that I was going to carve a fan into the front of the center drawer, And of course, now it's glued up, so it's going to be a little more difficult to carve because I'm going to have to carve it as a finished drawer. So that's what's next, is carving the fan on the front.